yeah, I will admit, I get like 10 times more views for Attack on Titan, so that's a little reason why. I have to admit it, I don't do animated views, right, then I wouldn't even do this stuff, but I will admit that it is hard to not be like, well, I probably should go for Attack on Titan first, because it gets like 10 times more views. But, you know, it was a really emotional episode, because I feel that, if you haven't seen my Attack on Titan review yet, I want to spoil it for sure, but I'm just saying that I feel that episode we have today, it is the moment in Attack on Titan where you're like, the plot line just goes like, I mean, either you love it or you hate it, right? It's the start of like this gigantic plot hole thing that everyone complained about, then it's over because it's a very, very hated manga ending, right? So, I think today's episode is kind of like, that's why I felt the review was very long, because it's the episode where you kind of like get that, like, oh, okay, now I see. So for anime only, I think today you're gonna see why people hate the ending, right? Because now we're getting all the plot holes, right? So it's like, I don't know what to say, right? Like, you know, it felt like a long review to explain my process about it, right? So I spent a lot of videos trying to reason my Attack on Titan mind, right? But anyway, time for Demon Slayer, right? I am really excited. Last episode was amazing. Is it the best fight this year? Maybe even the best fight. I don't know. For me, it personally probably was the best fight since, you know, Boogie Woogie! You know how much I love Boogie Woogie. Like, that is the shit, man. Boogie Woogie! I got it. Here it is. This, like, this fight, when Todo-san, man of culture, is like, Boogie Woogie! That's probably my favorite fight last year, right? Easily. And I hope it wins, of course. I watched it ever, but it's an amazing fight. So, last week, I would say was the best fight since Boogie Woogie, right? Like the best fight in a year. It was amazing. And, I you know, was I wrong? I do think, though, that 19 was better, in the sense that my argument was, it was more emotional, right? It had a little more of the Nezuko, Tanjiro fight and so. But a little more emotional. Whew. But anyway, let's watch it. Put the timer up, and also let the episode start. God, I feel... I went to the gym before I go here, and then I'm now sitting here, and it was a very long, I felt, take that video. Like, I'm mostly exhausted. Yeah, that video was like an hour. This video was like an hour or something. That video was very, very long. Usually longer than I do. Little exhausted, you know. Coming in and being like, oh man, that was very long. But anyway, we'll do it. 3, 2, 1, and go! So, of course, big booby waifu appears with like a kunai launcher. That was badass. Cause I said to her, I was like, she's gonna have like a kunai, right? And she was like, kunai machine gun! I was like, okay! I love that shit! I was like, yeah, they're recapping the points of kunai here. I love that shit. I was like, it's gonna be a kunai! I was like, no, it's like, yeah. And she's like, go, husbando! Yeah, she hits him with the kunai spray. Of course. Because that was some badass, yeah, it was like, I got a kunai launcher. The boat coming for him, here we go. Opening, I guess? Yeah, okay, opening. Yeah, no, but that was like a good, I mean, I honestly, right, because I was so happy, I was like, she's obviously a ninja, a kunuchi. She's gonna have a kunai, right? And I was like, oh, she has like 50 kunais. Yeah, she went on Naruto on him. But, you know, I like it because, like in Naruto, they would have more magic, right? You know what I mean? In Naruto, they would be like, oh, look at me, I can, I don't know, summon kunais. Yeah, in Naruto, she would have been like, you know, Kage no Jutsu, and be like, I have 10 kunais in my shadow, and she would have like a machine gun from her hand or something. Yeah, it would be some kind of magical kunais, right? But here, at least, instead, they kind of like, I have this, you know, technology, right? I have like a tech stuff that I said last review actually does exist, right? The Hovrang, whatever it's called. I can't pronounce the name in Korean, but they have an actual weapon in Korea during that time frame, right? In this feudal Japan time frame, that actually would work with that. But they shot the fireworks instead, so it's better. Yeah, so yeah, they can actually bring in like an actual existing weaponry. That the only question really is how could she carry it? It's probably very, very heavy, but she got big boobs, I guess, so there's a lot of muscles there. But yeah, that's probably all the question, because that weapon is super heavy in reality. So it probably wouldn't be useful for one person to have it. It literally probably be too heavy for like a one woman to carry it. That's probably the only complaint. I mean, I know it's an anime, I'm just saying that that weapon does exist in reality, but it'd be very, very hard using it for one person, right? Honestly. But anyway. But otherwise, maybe for like a short time, I guess. Oh, more flashback? Usei flashback? Usei remembering... Well, sure, like his whole family is dead, right? Yeah, kinda, probably. Yeah. It was his father, probably. That's great. This is his family grave, but it's probably his. Well, I guess his mom. He talked about that his father, of course, didn't care about his wives and so on. So I guess it could be his mom as well, right? Like, yeah, and also maybe like, you know, stepmoms or something could have. Or siblings. God damn it! God damn it! I'm like, could it be his father's grave? Could it be his mother's grave? Oh, his sibling's grave. Like, oh yeah, of course it's his sister's grave. Oh, god damn it! What's the other part of the family? Okay, yeah, sister and brother's grave. But yeah, kind of Japanese tradition here, you know, pour some sake on the grave and so on. He definitely is younger here, yeah. It's very Japanese here. You're gonna go to the grave, you know, and eat some food at the... have like a party at the grave place with his waifus. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I guess... he's the only man alive in his family? It feels like his whole family's dead, right? Everyone's dead, except his... maybe his father's alive, because he was like, my father sacrificed everyone to win or whatever. So maybe his father's alive, perhaps, but probably not. It felt like everyone got killed. This is also because of flashbacks, so we don't know if more people could die later. But yeah, of course he's kind of like, oh, just eat girls, you know, yeah, whatever, they're dead, you know, shit happens. Yeah, I guess he's somewhat past all his family getting murdered, but to some extent. It's a little bit nice, like his yeah, his harem wife and family here. Okay, I hope Twitter's gonna get. Hopefully, someone on Twitter is gonna get outraged. Oh, he's having some kind of like foursome. Hopefully, someone's gonna get pissed off, right? He actually seems to be a really nice husband, you know. He's actually like a really nice husband to his wife, is right? Yeah, he's like a really like caring husband, right? It's like, oh, your life is more important than the mission and all this stuff, you know. Yeah. Man, it's also like wholesome horror. Damn it! I want a spin-off Usei's rom-com, but instead of the wife who's fighting and being like, I wanna be his girlfriend, stupid, and beating the crap out of him. It's like a wholesome horror. Have you ever seen a wholesome horror where everyone just love each other? Yeah, it's called hentai, but I mean, it's like, it's usually called hentai. But, you know, in an anime, right, where they aren't, like, you know, fighting, and they're like, oh, I love you, and, yeah, they're all, like, happy, and, yeah, I also wanna have one, and, yeah, they're just, like, you know, this kind of, like, yeah, where's my spin-off of Usei's horror anime? Like, they have so many goddamn horror animes, so like, except a girlfriend last year, whatever, right? But they all fight, right? They're all like, I hate you, and you start to steal my boyfriend, and yeah, we're you know, where's this horror anime? Where they're all like just in love, and they're all happy together, and the three wives are like, oh, I love you, yeah, I love you, we're like a good family, and yeah, I mean, yeah, they get kind of jealous and so on, but you know, they don't hate her, right? The difference here is that the waifus, they're just like, I also want one, kiss me too kind of thing, you know, but in other horror animes, they would be like, what a bitch, they would hate her, right? Yeah. So the lack of hatred. Oh, it's gonna flex? Or regrow, I guess. If I think it's gonna grow up in muscle or something. Yeah. He is poisoned. But what does that mean for him, though? Couldn't he probably cure himself from that? They won't kill him with this thing. He clearly like healed himself from the poison. And Tanjiro was injured already. Oh, nice. Kicked him away there. Yeah. It's a good Onishan, you know. It's it's always they do this amazing art, right? Holy shit. It's beautiful. It's like a freaking... It's just a beautiful piece of art, like this anime, when they fight. It's just like beautiful. It's just like goosebump beautiful. Whole Sakuga, every goddamn episode, yeah. If she dies, man, no, we can't have the freaking wife who dies. We just had like a nice moment there in the harem. Oh man, you can't kill this woman! Oh no, if she dies! He has two wives, no, but come on. How do you get up here? Can't kill off freaking... Maybe the other woman will save her. I don't know, she has two, you know, other wives, right? Well, yeah, what happened to the other wives? Maybe they're gonna come in here and save their wife, sister character. Or more of his flashback. But like, man, this episode is like some freaking harem episode instead. Just a wholesome harem. Usei's wholesome harem. Like honestly, I would have seen a season of this, right? Usei's wholesome harem, yeah. Like a spin-off of just like him having a good romance with his 3 wives. Yeah, and they have this like wholesome fight and so on. Instead of being like, oh, you slut, yeah. So it's like, oh, I love you too, yeah. It's like, come on. They're all laughing and having a good time. Like, this would be an interesting anime to watch. I have never seen this anime. This doesn't exist. Tell me an anime is this. Wholesome harem anime. It is not existing, right? It's always fighting. Well, I guess maybe it would be boring after like 10 episodes. Maybe it would be boring without the conflicts. You know? Yeah. That is true. Maybe it would be kind of boring. Now it's like really sweet and wholesome. Yeah, now it's just like, I love you guys, I love you. Yeah, now it's just really wholesome. But maybe it would be really boring after like 50, 30, whatever, you know, like a whole episode, all of this thing. I don't know. Now it's just really romantic and wholesome. But yeah, now it's just goddamn sweet. But, here we go. She's gonna die? Oh, yeah, the sound effect there, her neck crunching. I'm thinking the other wife's gonna save her, right? Because they clearly have this like backstory of them all being in love with each other, right? Have this like wholesome, yeah, you know, family, you know? They like love each other, come on. I think it'd be a nice moment seeing one of the other ladies save her. Or both of them perhaps, I guess. Because there are 2 of them, yeah. Probably, yeah. You're too weak to be, yeah. Doesn't care about weaklings. Ah, come on. We need some wife to save. I mean, Tanjiro is so exhausted. It feels more likely that Nezuko can do it. Yeah, Tanjiro is like, can barely stand, right? I really doubt Tanjiro can do shit here. He feels like he's out of most of the fight at least. He's bleeding and so on. What? He did it? What's happening? Well, he's water breathing, right, from Tanjiro? Maybe? Okay, he meant to do it. I don't know. Yeah, I honestly, again, I mean, I would have preferred if the other ladies came in there and was like Nesan or something. Yeah, they were. Yeah, that was fast, but I don't know. I would say I would have preferred if, but they just had a wholesome moment where they're like, I love you guys. Yeah, come on, it would be the. I think it's more fitting if the other ladies popped in, right? Because we haven't seen them for like 2 episodes, right? We haven't seen them do anything for 2 episodes. And they haven't done much earlier either, right? Because they got captured, so giving them the screen time. I mean, Tanjiro feels like he's dead, right? Well, he's gonna die, but I mean, like he's like exhausted so much he can't fight. He can barely stand upright. Like if he beats him now, it doesn't make any sense. He can't just turn it around. It would have been too much of a power creep, I feel. But he's obviously growing in power, right? He's trying to master different techniques and yeah, like he's thinking about different martial art and improving it. But yeah, of course, you're right. You're right, Sensei. Yeah. All his voice says old masters. Same in Slime right there. His voice says old martial art masters. Oh my god. Maybe I should one day do a re-watch of Naruto. At least when, yeah. Well, here we go. Yeah, it feels like Tanjiro can't beat him, right? That's bad. We need a flasher guy to do it. Exactly, here we go. Yeah. Okay, does he die now though? I don't think so, right? My theory, you need to kill them both, right? Even if it's a zombie, but it doesn't, even if his head goes off now, he probably won't die, right? Because the sister's head also, you have the twin emperor thing, I don't know, yeah. You have to kill the milf too, right? You know, you have to kill them both, right? Doesn't feel like you kill him by all the killing said. Perhaps because last episode, as I said, she was like a zombie, so maybe? But of course, this might be happening the same time, I guess. That's true. This might be happening on... No, okay. Yeah, so what does it mean? What does that mean if he dies? The powers are so weird, like, what does it mean if... He's still sleeping. It's kind of cute. You see the little sleeping bubble there, yeah. Classic anime. Yes. They zoomed in on almost the right place there. Yeah, they were zooming for Oppa, so that's my hope. Come on, Inosuke, you gotta focus on the real deal. Well, if you think it's an Inosuke episode now here, yeah, he has to, like, do it. It's so weird how he's so serious now. Zenitsu sleeping is like super calm and collected, yeah. It's the strategy, yeah. Yeah, you look really badass. Exactly. How are you so badass suddenly? Yeah, I love it. It also to get out. How do you turn badass? When he gets bad. Okay, but it's very interesting. Will he die from this? I don't think so, right? Oh, it's just like... It's just really... What? I guess it's just like really badass, he just blocks it? Yeah, I guess. Whatever, I can't get to see if it's dying or not then. And now it's like, what? Corrupting the blade with his flesh or something? Yeah, I guess so. Like it's growing out his flesh over the... Oh, and now he's like broke his own neck. Interesting. I love this guy. I give him credit for being a badass demon. He's breaking his own neck to bite the sword. Come on, you gotta give him. He's like a badass. He's really badass, man. He's like, I bite the sword after I break my own neck. Come on, that is so. He's like a really badass fighter. Yeah, got some serious martial art techniques there. Oh, that was beautiful. But now I feel she's just like a liability, right? Tanjiro got to protect her body now, yeah. Like she's just standing there, and Tanjiro has to protect her all the time from the attacks. Come on, Inosuke, you can do it. I feel Inosuke is like leveling up here. He's like, I don't defeat her. It is really weird how Zenitsu's like a badass now. Do as I say! Yeah, here's my commands! Like, it is really weird how Zenitsu is doing like a lot of this badass comment. It doesn't make any sense. It feels really out of nowhere, you know. He's just like throwing in, you know, smart comments after smart comments. It just feels so weird. Having him do all these intelligent comments. I don't know. It feels sort of character. He's just like, do what I want. I have a perfect plan. I don't get it. Isn't she just looking, yeah, please get away from there, pretty lady. She looks very dead now, though, with But see, she just escaped, right? Now she just stands there and she keeps his key, yeah, like I said, a liability, right? She should really lead this fight because, yeah, finally, because she just kept being attacked, they had to block for her, right? Yeah, she just felt like, she was just like, I don't know, standing there almost dying all the time, right? Come on, you can do it! I mean, after all, he's the main character, like 55 animes. This guy got the protagonist power. This voice actor, I mean, he's on a lot of animes. Also, a lot of horror animes. So, let's see, it's an Inosuke episode. Here we go. Inosuke! Yeah, her neck is soft, but doesn't kill her. So, I mean... Ooh. Yeah. Well, I guess she's getting weak, or not weaker, but distracted. Distracted, right? So better, yeah. She has to focus on the different... I love him! I will believe in that, even though I don't have any reason to believe in it, yeah. It's the only thing I have to believe in. Here we go, bad at Inosuke time. He's just like, I gotta believe in something! Exactly, I just gotta believe in myself. He actually makes a good point, though, that the more they are, the more she has to, of course, separate her body parts, right? To fight them, or to titles. It's like, she keeps calling them ugly, yeah, that's her thing, right? No one is pretty as Daki, she got the ass, yeah. Another very good animation, definitely. Oh, that was nice when no one jumped there. Follow me, minions. Oh, it looks nice. All three bros here Yeah, all combining their martial arts sword techniques. Here we go. Finally, Inosuke gets some screen time here. Yeah, he hasn't had much screen time at this season. There we go. Nice. Yeah, you see the bros coming in there. What can you say? Sakuga, right? Every goddamn episode. Every goddamn episode! Sakuga. It is like breathtakingly movie quality anime every goddamn episode. That's nice. Combining the powers here. Oh man, I'm getting goosebumps, of course. Yeah, seeing that protected beast. His rush here. He finally... Well, she won't die though! That's the thing! I'm just like, oh, he's finally getting in there, but she won't die, right? Yeah. Now Daki is like, F, I'm gonna die, but she won't die from this thing. Yeah. Yeah. She's getting scared, but, I mean... You know... Will she die? He's gonna get the head again, right? And... Yeah, how does it matter? I'm just a little bit like... You know... I'm just a little bit like, how does it matter, right? Like, yeah. Is this gonna be a topless head again, right? Okay, he's like... he's sawing through it, okay. Oh, that's beautiful, yeah. He's working his... oh man, that's so nice. He's working his way through it. Yeah. But, you know, she's alive, right? It didn't do... You know how it is, she's gonna be alive. They still have to kill the other guy, the actual controller, right? Oh, okay, I still do it. No, he's gonna clearly just... Yeah. Ah, I got the head! Okay, he's just gonna be like, screw it! It's my strategy, just escape her, I guess. Okay, he's gonna run away with the head. Well, I guess that's a strategy too. He's just gonna leave with the head. This is a cute moment here. Inosuke and Daki on a date here. Yeah, now you can fight the other guy when I leave with the head. That's also a way to, I guess, you know, keep her being dead, right? But now it's gonna get funny. Yeah, of course. Now they're gonna argue and fight, right? Because they're obviously gonna have a cute date now when they keep arguing. Oh, she gonna also do head here stuff? Medusa style? Yeah, she got like Taki power, I guess, always. Nandesuke! Okay, now you're just gonna kawaii here. We just have stupid jokes now when they're arguing. Oh no. Inosuke dies? I don't know, man. This anime... We haven't seen men die, but... Yeah, actually, how do you get it, but... Was he dead too? Oh my god. How are they gonna win this shit? Like, they were all... Well, Lucy probably... I mean, he might die. I mean, this is an anime where... Oh, and you know... Zenitsu will die too? Are they all gonna die? What? I have no idea how they're gonna turn this around, man. Inosuke might be dead. He looks really dead. And then Usui probably isn't dead, but he's like down. Yeah, he's like poisoned, right? So he's probably more like poisoned. He's not dead, he's just poisoned, right? Probably. And then Zenitsu also might die? What? Yeah, now he's like gonna get blasted in the back there too, right? Probably. And they got like Nezuko alive, and I guess Tanjiro. But Nezuko is now it ends. Man, what an ending! I don't know. You know, maybe I'm broken. I read One Piece for too many years, so no one ever dies. I have a hard time seeing people die in short animes. I blame Oda for that. Oda sensei. He never kills any character. But yeah, he stabs our beloved boar boy. He gets brutalized. Man, that's some good writing. Let's do it. Yeah, it's some goddamn good writing too, because. Of course, I mean, I was like laughing. Goddamn author. It's that was brilliant because you know, the minute before, I'm sitting there laughing because I'm like, oh, it's like cute little Daki, Inosuke, you know, they have this like arguing, oh, stupid, ugly guy, you can never get back to and so on. So it's like, yeah, it goes for that like comedy, it goes for the comedy angle, right? It goes from that comedy, whatever, you know, like Demon Slayer comedy. And honestly, Demon Slayer has a lot of, you know, comedy that is a little bit in that sense, right? So you don't expect it to be like suddenly a death scene. So that was really tricky. Like I wouldn't see a death scene just coming there. That being said, though, right? You know how it is. I mean, I will admit it here. Maybe he dies, but I'm a little bit, you know, like I really blame One Piece now, but you know how it is. One Piece, Fairy Tail, and so on, right? When I see a shonen main character, a shonen like best friend main character guy, best friend to the main character, having a death scene, I have to say I'm a little bit like, yeah, it's a little bit in my brain, right? I've been through too many shonen animes where they, of course, get back, right? And I think it's very common. And the issue is probably that if you look at the movie, right, or then last season that we call it, right, the Mugen Train, then you have spoilers now that happened now. So then you have a character dying, right? But he's not part of the main part, right? And it is how it is, right? You know, I would be much more surprised if the next episode Inosuke is actually dead, right? But if Usei dies, that wouldn't be as surprising, right? Because Usei, of course, is a pillar and so on, but it's not part of the main party, right? So yeah, he might have died here, but I don't, you know, I just don't believe it, honestly. It was a shocking scene because it went from the comedy, and I would really love, honestly, if he died, right? Because I do think that, you know, too many authors are too afraid of actually killing off cats, right? So of course I would actually love if he actually kills him off, even though he's one of the best characters. I think, you know, I like him a lot more than Zenitsu, right? So yeah, but it would be really badass if the author actually is like, I'm gonna kill off one of the main characters, right? One of the best friends or whatever, yeah. So who knows? He looks to be pierced through his heart there almost, right? Or his lungs at least. So yeah, and also poison. He might die, seriously. Usei, I don't think is dead at all, right? Usei looks his poison. Yeah, I don't think Usei is dead for a second. He looks his poison, right? Let's go to his scene. Usei lies on the ground, and Tanjiro wonders, like, what is Usei doing, right? What is my pillar doing? But what's that scene? And he's clearly like poison. His shoulders are like, yeah, he looks. It's a little blood and so on, but I mean, he looks mostly just like. Here is this scene. Yeah, I mean, I don't think he's dead. No, not at all, right? No, it just looks like he's poisoned. Like he's just exhausted from the poison, right? Like his shoulder is purple. Because in anime, poison is almost always purple. Doku is the name for poison in Japanese. Doku. Yeah. Doki is heart beating, yeah. So Doki is like when your heart beats, right? So that's like a romantic act. That game is on. Doki is like when you're in love with someone because your heart is like pounding fast. But Doku is poison. So, and also almost always purple, right, in animes. But, yeah, I mean, he's not dead, come on. He's just, like, poisoned. I really don't think Usei is dead from that. He's just, like, exhausted. He needs to eat some ninja pills, you know, like in One Piece. Sorry, in Naruto, I mean. Like in Naruto, right? He needs to eat some, like, poison, you know, anti-poison pills, right? Or if you ever played Neo, of course. If you play Neo, if you're a ninja in Neo, you can eat... as a ninja in Neo, you can eat like an antidote pill. But you have to be a ninja to unlock those skills. But if you're a ninja yourself, you can then learn to like make your own poison and also anti-poison, right? So you can like cure yourself and also poison and so on. So honestly, I would expect him as like a ninja master to have some kind of anti-poison, both training as I mentioned, but also of course, you know, like antidote or whatever. Like he would be the guy to have it, right? I think it makes sense. The ninja guy would be the one to have it. But anyway, let's get back to wholesome harem. God damn it, man. Like, we need more animes like this, honestly. We need more animes. It felt so weird. Because I kept saying, right? But it felt really weird, like, watching this anime. You're like, oh, this is, like, actually really a wholesome anime. Yeah, because, you know, like, how often do you find... Of course, the reaction put earlier, but it's like, how often do you how often do you find animes where you have this, the wholesomeness, right? It is really. I'm thinking in my head, right? Because I'm a ecchi guy, right? I'm a hentai guy, but I've seen like most rom-coms. I like rom-coms, right? And I've seen like last year we have quintuplets, right? That's really good too. We had girlfriend and so on, right? We also had like the love comedy, whatever, Osomake Nakama, whatever it's called, and so on, right? And this was pretty bad. But we had some good ones, some bad ones, right? And then I watched them anyway. I have a very low bar for enjoying harem animes, right? I watch all of them. I mean, but yeah, like I don't think I've ever seen a wholesome horror anime. It's of course in hentai, like actual hentai, because then of course they can all be together and love each other, right? But otherwise, it's always like, oh, you should love me more than her, and they're fighting and so on, right? But he got this harem where they're all just like, they're all friends and they all love each other, and certainly they get like, I also want to have this thing, and please give me also, a flower or something. But the difference here, which I picked up at least, I think difference here is, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this is the real thing, right? Is that she's just getting angry at her husband, right? Not angry, but she's like, give me one too, yeah. So it's all directed towards him, you know what I mean? Where in another anime, most other animes, right? With a horror anime, actually it's a horror anime. What will happen is that the girl will be like, you slut, you beyond that kind of behavior will be much more common, right? She will be angry at the other woman for getting attention, right? She would be jealous at her, and they would have some fight or bicker or whatever, right? But here they just kind of just jokingly, I also want one, give me one too, yeah. So they're all much more directed towards him, right? But of course in this anime, they basically are, I don't know, this is a flashback, but I suppose they all already married, right? All three of them, to him, to four of them. And so I guess they kind of really come to terms, right, I guess, with having one husband, I suppose, though. So that's a little bit in their favor, though. And there are a few horror animes, I suppose so. Like Tenshu Moyo, like the original horror anime, in season 5 or whatever it is. So I will spoiler here then, but it's like an OVA spoiler or whatever. In Tenshu Moyo, season 5, the OVA or something, and Tenchi isn't even the main character anymore. It's so stupid, I hate the OVA. But anyway, he actually does marry all his girlfriends. Yeah, like Tenshu Moyo actually not ends, but in the last OVA, I believe the last, he actually does marry Bashu and Ryoku and Akan, all of them at the same time. And then they have like a massive gangbang or something, but it's of course, not shown, but they have some kind of massive, like, sex part or something. Like, I'm not even joking, it's clear in the episode, because there's a scene afterward where they all come out and be like, oh yeah, it was fun or something. But yeah, so I guess it happens in other animes too, where they actually do end up with, potentially Moyo had it in GXP2 though, his cousin marries 8 females. And also like, or 9, yeah, he marries like 8 ladies and like 1 woman that's like a monster or something. He's like a Ryoko's sister, yeah, he marries like a rabbit. Like, I'm not even joking. He marries, what's his name, Ryoko's sister, Ryoki. The second one, not Ryoki, but Ryoki's imouto, whatever her name is, but she's a rabbit that can turn into a spaceship. So he marries like a spaceship that's like a bio rabbit or something. Mad anime is crazy, okay? Tenshu Moyo, okay? It's a crazy anime. The main character literally, he marries 4 females, right? Like, normal to speak females. And his space rabbit spaceship, okay? Seriously. 5 wives, but during the last episode in the wedding, 4 other females attacked him or whatever, right? And then they better sort it out, and then he also marries them too. So he gets like 9 wives. That's how Tenshu Moyo GPS ends. It is a really... So I guess I've seen this before in horror animes where they marry a lot of characters. And they're all kind of happy together. Yeah, that's such a weird ending. It is out of nowhere. But yeah, it was wholesome. A lot of nice moments there, getting the flower and, so on. And it was kind of scary. But she was about to die. But that actually episode is so strange too. Not strange, but I mean, she didn't die, right? It felt like Hina was gonna die. He grabbed her or something, right? And I could see her dying, right? She's one of his, 3 wives. I could see her die, right? But then she just kind of escaped it. And Inosuke was the one to die instead. Yeah, so that was a shocker too, right? Because she didn't die. Yeah, I would definitely felt it was more like... I would have felt that Inosuke's death, I suppose, if he dies, would be again, less likely spot than her dying. Yeah, she used escapes and was fine, right? She was like blocked by the other guys and he jumped away, right? She took like no damage or anything, and then everyone else basically died. So that's also, I had to say from the right side, but very interesting how all the other characters, and I mean she's a nice supportive wife here, right? But the other characters are clearly more important than her, right, from a narrative standpoint, and she's the one getting completely fine. Everyone else dies basically. Yeah, that also kind of shocking, right? That she didn't actually take any damage whatsoever. I mean, maybe she hurt a little bit, but you know what I mean. Like, yeah, sure, he was like straggling her for a bit, but you know what I mean. She was like fine, right? Mostly so. It wasn't like she was. Yeah. Come on, it wasn't like she took any real damage, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, but you don't really see that. No, she's just kind of like, you know, jumped away afterwards. Right? I'm just gonna write one thing out. Sorry, but the damn bam. You just have to find that connect button. But lastly, though, I don't know, guys. I just don't know, right? I'm thinking how they're gonna win this fight. Like honestly, that I have no idea, right? I'm an unknown, of course. I have no perception, I'm saying for it, but honestly, I have no idea. I'm just like, they're all getting killed here. Usei, the pillar is down, Hashirama is down, Zenitsu pushes him away, he's down. Inosuke died, maybe? I don't think he died, but you know, he basically died. These two siblings are too powerful, right? Or maybe it's one of them, but yeah, whatever. Like, yeah, they feel too powerful. I have no idea. Generally speaking, I have no idea how they're gonna win. Like, I'm just like, oh, yeah, they get so owned. I'm just like, again, I don't know. Like, what are they gonna do? I'm trying to think of here. What's they gonna do? I mean, the only thing I can think of is, of course, you know, kind of the classic supportive side, right? We're already seeing the waifu coming in, right? We're already seeing the waifu coming in and, you know, saving them, right? So we got the other two waifus, I guess, and they can come in and save him. But yeah, what can they do? We can have like the other ones could enter, I guess. Other pillars could come. I mean, I don't want to see that, right? I don't want to see like here comes 4 other pillars and saving them, or whatever. But yeah, I really don't know how they're gonna turn this around now. It feels like they are so owned right now, and they got so demolished by the demon that like I can't think of an idea how they're gonna turn it around. Instead, I guess powering up or something. Yeah, I can't think of an idea how they would like. Like I'm trying. I'm just like, like I can't think of an idea. Honestly, seriously speaking, I can't think of an idea that I would feel makes sense. How either, you know, Tanjiro to turn it around, right? Us turn it around, because they all look dead basically, right? Except Tanjiro, is super exhausted. So yeah, I don't know. I guess assist from another demon, right? Demon Slayer. I mean, not a demon, from a Slayer, obviously. That would be one thing. I suppose, though, right? That what could happen is that Nezuko, okay? The only thing I feel right now would be logical, I suppose, for these people to win after they get owned so much, is that Nezuko would go like crazy, right? She gets out of the box again. We already saw her own Daki, basically, right? Yes, she turned almost evil doing that. But, you know, Nezuko's out, right? Her boobs, you know, grows 10 size bigger, right? She gets more muscular, her boobs get even bigger. People on Twitter are gonna be like, oh my god, they're sexualizing this demon chick that's like 55 now, she's going boobs, whatever. And, you know, people are going angry on Twitter and so on, but it's gonna be hilarious. That's the only thing I could see that would make any sense, honestly, right? From the standpoint they have here, except having, of course, other characters joining in and helping them, right? But, yeah, I think Nezuko getting up there again, right, with her huge knockers, and of course her knockers being even bigger, right? You know, and less clothes, right, because she grows and so on. So people can complain about it. And yeah, I would love that. You know, it would be awesome. It would be, she comes in there, and this is like, haha, now my boobs are even bigger, and now I'm even stronger. I cracked myself up. Come on, it would be hilarious. It would be hilarious. Come on, I'm writing that. I'm writing that. Come on, it would be hilarious. She comes in there, gets bigger boobies, right? Defeats her. Or I mean all of them. Yeah, she defeats all of them, right? And yeah, she wins. You know how she is. It's Nezuko, right? Yeah, she gets the bigger Oppai powers, and you know it's like. But yeah, that's the review, guys. What do you guys think? How's she gonna win? Leave a comment below, right? Someone. How are they gonna win? I really think that Nezuko is the only character that in my opinion, would make sense to turn it around. Right? Tanjiro is so injured. I don't want him to just win anyway. Usei, I guess. Well, okay, fine. If Usei gets up, and Usei is like, you won't kill my wives, and he gets up and he defeats them, but he dies. Okay, I can see it happen too. Okay, I can see another pillar, you know, fighting to death, right? Pities woman. Because I mean, the whole flashback is about him not wanting his wives to die, right? So certainly he might get up and do like a last stand, right, to save his wives. But then he dies, and I'm against that because we used to have another pillar dying, right? So what are we gonna have all the pillars getting killed every chapter or every arc? I mean, that feels like too much to me. But I guess that could happen too, right? He gets triggered by his wife's dying, and then he's like, I will get up and kill you, I suppose. I don't know. Yeah, what do you guys think? Comment below. I think that Nezuko getting bigger boobs again is the way to go, right? Battery gas scraps and so on. No, I pushed that down. What happened? I just heard something falling. I hit the floor, I hit the table, and it fell on the floor. Crazy. Anyway, also go check out. I think so. If you're in the One Piece, right? If you're up to date, you know, I really liked it yesterday. My reaction for that, right? It was the Nami episode. I thought. I'll say that again here, but I think yesterday's One Piece, or this morning, I suppose, depending on your time zone, is like the best Nami episode in like what 500 episodes, something, which I like crazy to say. Anyway, guys.